Henry David Thoreau. It's a quote I particularly like on happiness. He said, "Happiness is like a butterfly. The more you chase it, the more it will evade you. But if you notice the other things around you, it will gently come and sit on your shoulder." Um, so for me, that's really the essence of it, actually. If you notice the other things around you, so if you're in the present moment, you're attending and you're savoring what you're doing right now, then this happiness comes up as a side effect of that. But if we chase after the feeling, often we're so checking how we're feeling that we lose it, or we're comparing with other people. So, we're comparing their outsides with our insides, and, that's never a recipe for happiness. Or we get so focused on the goals and just ticking them off one after another that we don't savor and take in and appreciate, or link it to our values and make sure that they really are the goals that we want to achieve. So I would say, this is a huge part of this peace, joy, and happiness. And at Christmas, it's really a great time to practice this. Can you be really present with your family, really savor that time with them, savor the food, the delicious food, a bit of time to actually relax, maybe catch up on some sleep and all that, and maybe hopefully keep some of your good health habits going as well, alongside all that eating and drinking, probably, if you're following the customs of our society. To also get out and spend some time outdoors exercising and savor that. Savoring after exercise is a key thing. People talk about the runner's high and the endorphins from exercise, and actually it's highly variable how much you experience that. So it's not uniform. I've worked with people who are really exercising really intensely and not getting any of that. And what I'll do with people who are doing that is actually bring in more mindfulness and more savoring to your body after that intense exercise. So often that endorphin buzz is there, but it's just so subtle that people don't even notice it. So if you train up the skill to attend to it, then it can grow. And we can do that with everything. I think you can just increase your happiness that way greatly. So what we'll do now, building on that, is to do a bit of present moment savoring and appreciating practice that we can use throughout this period to really build a time of peace, joy, and happiness. So finding your comfortable seat and straightening up your spine. When you're ready, you can close your eyes. You don't have to practice with your eyes closed, though. You can keep them open and just fix your gaze on something in front of you. And beginning with dropping anchor. So we've done a lot of dropping anchor around difficult emotions, but we can also use it at times of pleasant emotions to get even more out of it, to get out of autopilot, or the part of us that might just be going through life without really taking it in and moving on to the next thing, so we can get out of autopilot. To use the metaphor of dropping anchor, it's like the ships in the harbor in good weather conditions, they still drop an anchor so that they're not pulled around and pulled out to sea and into storms. So acknowledging your thoughts and feelings, just checking in with what's going on in your mind. What's your mind saying right now? Is it calm? Is it busy? Checking in with your body. If you're lucky, you might hear the lovely dulcet sounds of my dog snoring in the background. So if you can hear that, just savor that. And then coming back to your body, so taking a few deep breaths. You can stretch, you can move if you want, maybe roll your shoulders a little bit. And then feel the body, contact with the ground, the chair, and the upright spine, the open chest. And just breathing and feeling this area around the heart for this savoring practice. So we have a lot of neuroreceptors for hormones like oxytocin and endorphins and things in our heart, and actually the small muscle fibers of the heart open up, or the heart area open up when we're feeling positive emotions. So we'll feel a lot here if we tune in. So just breathe into that area and feel that. And then engaging in what we're doing. So first of all, just thinking about Christmas and letting your mind wander onto some pleasant memories. What do you savor and appreciate about Christmas? And just spend a few moments going back through previous Christmases, go back as far as you like, and just bring those memories to mind. Focus on them. Who was there? What were you doing? And breathe and feel this area around the heart and just savor that pleasant memory. And you can appreciate it as well. You can say, I'm grateful for, and then the memory, and then the reasons why. And let your mind dance between the memory and how you feel in your body. Have a gentle smile on your face. If you're not feeling strong positive emotion, just notice any subtle relaxation. It's still useful to connect with the cognitive level of this. So even if we don't feel a lot, just appreciate the memory at the cognitive level. And then in your mind, just appreciating the people in your life that you're going to spend time with, that you're going to connect with, even if it's on Zoom, the dreaded Zoom. Who are you going to appreciate connecting with this Christmas? Bring each of them to mind. See them happy, smiling. Express some gratitude for them. And then thinking about this Christmas, just thinking about some of the things you're really going to savor and just picturing and visualizing them. So imagining, and savor that little white dog that's just coming in. So my in-laws dog has just arrived and announcing his presence. So you might feel that, hear that. You might feel it as well. He's quite a character. So just savoring, and appreciating what you're going to connect with over Christmas. So what habits, what routines are you going to really make time to appreciate and put your full attention into, and not just move on to the next thing or let your mind be pulled off into worry or rumination or anything like that. What are you going to come back to and refocus on? So pick a few habits, a few things that you really appreciate about Christmas, and just visualize yourself savoring and connecting with them and appreciating them. And so we're doing this in our mind right now, but this is a practice to bring into the next few weeks, to really put your full attention into what you're doing. Use dropping anchor if you feel yourself getting carried away or caught up and not actually present in your life during this time. So you can drop anchor and then come back to it and savor and appreciate, and let's really get the most out of this year. We can't do all the things we want to do that we normally do, and we can't travel around and all of that so well, but can we really savor and appreciate all these things, all the food, all the time together, all the games and the fun things you do, and, time for reflection, looking forward, making your plans for the next year. What habits are you going to continue from this year, and what are you going to keep going? So now just taking a few deep breaths. And opening your eyes. And looking around you and connecting with where you are and just taking in what you can see and hear. And yeah, the challenge really is to start doing this today. You know, we don't need to wait till Christmas. And actually, same with our good habits that we're going to start in the new year, even more powerful if we can reconnect with any today, recommit to them before this time period where we feel we should start doing it. Let's start it today, and let's really savor some things today as well, and get into this state, you know, at least a few times, 3 or 5 times a day, picking something and just really savoring and appreciating it. So